Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Blanco the Slime, and in today's video, we are going to be doing something a little bit different, and that, of course, is going to be somewhat of like a GTA 6 online, I guess you could say, wish list or like top 10 things. We might do a little bit more than 10, but around that ballpark. Pretty much like just about 10 things that I hope to see in GTA 6. It can be new features. It could be maybe a few of them might be things that I want to see carried over from GTA 5 online. But regardless, you guys get the point. We're going to get into some interesting things. And hopefully you guys agree with me. I did try to cater to like all different types of player bases in the community, as of course GTA does have pretty diverse community between like, the money making guys, the car guys, the guys who, I can't say guys because girls play the game too, but guys and girls who are about, the money aspect of it, guys and girls who are more into it because of the car side of things, like the car heads. And then of course you got like the people who like to just have fun and just like meme farm and stuff like that. So before we do get into the video though, I do need you guys to take 1 second of your time, hit that like and subscribe button. Of course, it does help the channel grow and how the video performs in the YouTube algorithm. And I do make consistent GTA content from now. And of course, we're going to keep rolling all the way into GTA 6. So hit that like and sub, join the Slime Squad, and let's get into it. So to start off our list now, again, I didn't really like plan this out and write a script or anything like that. I just have a bunch of ideas that I jotted down, and I'm pretty much just going to go through them one by one and just elaborate a little bit, kind of freestyle it. So my apologies if I do jump around a little bit, because again, I don't really script my videos to begin with, and I also didn't write a script for this one. But the first thing that I did write down was multiple hairstyles, lengths, and textures. So a big problem in GTA 5, I guess not a big problem, it's not like that big of a deal, but of course is the hairstyles. Like Red Dead Redemption had a lot better hair kind of engine, I guess you could call it. The hair would actually grow over time along with the facial hair and stuff like that. So it's a lot more immersive and realistic than GTA 5's hairstyle system, where of course you go to the barbershop and you got like, select hairstyles you could choose from. And a lot of them, the textures don't look too realistic, so that's why I wrote textures down. I do want the textures themselves to look a lot more realistic, which to Rockstar's credit, they definitely did in the GTA 6 trailer. So far, so good. It looks like we are actually going to get multiple different hairstyles and textures and lengths. And there's also reports that the hair will grow over time, just like in Red Dead Redemption. Now, my only thing is that just a single player thing, or is that also going to carry over to online? This video is focused more so on GTA 6 online. So, I'm hoping that system also carries over to online where, if you get a buzz cut and then you don't get a haircut for a little bit, your hair starts growing out and stuff like that, just so the game could just feel more realistic and more natural and organic, I guess, right? But the next thing I do have written down here, and this is an obvious one, is no flying / militarized vehicles. Now, of course, there is going to be militarized vehicles in a GTA online game. That's just what it is. It's just the hard truth. Hopefully they could avoid flying ones though. Like I'm okay with tanks and like, things like the Night Shark and stuff like that. Some like armored Humvees and stuff like that. That's all cool. That's fine. But the flying ones are the really big issue, like the Oppressor and stuff like that. So hopefully they could, if they are going to add like military style vehicles and stuff in GTA Online and GTA 6, which again, they most likely will, hopefully they just avoid the flying ones, because the flying ones are really, just kind of corny, man. I'm gonna just call a spade a spade. The flying vehicles are corny, and it definitely ruined the quality of life on GTA Online. I just hope GTA 6 takes a little more realistic approach to the game. Street level criminals, even on a higher end, aren't usually gonna have access to flying bikes that have missiles in them. So yeah, let's just try to keep it a little more realistic. That's something that I'm hoping for. Now, the next idea that I did write down is more immersive police behavior, which again, this is something that was reported in the leaks that is coming to GTA 6 is, they're integrating like some smart AI technology for the police. Supposedly there's even a surrender option, but again, I don't know if this is just for single player or also in GTA Online. And if this is going to carry over to online, how does the surrender option work? Do you get do you actually have to go to prison and maybe do like a simulation of you inside a prison and then maybe break out or serve even a little bit of time, which I highly doubt. That's a little too complicated for them to integrate that into the game. I think more so it'll just take a certain amount of money from you and quote unquote be used as like bail. And, you know, depending on the crimes or how many stars you had when you did turn yourself in or surrender, you know, that's how much money it'll cost you. Maybe like 50,000 per star. So if you surrender with 5 stars, you get a $250,000 fine, something like that. But yeah, I also just want to see the police behaving a little bit more realistic, a little bit smarter. The police in GTA 5 are an absolute joke. So of course it would be cool if, again, they just went with the more realistic side of things. That's just me personally as a gamer. I like realism. You know, I know a lot of younger people probably like the flying bikes and all the wacky tacky stuff, but I'm definitely more on the realism side. So a lot of this video, you're going to hear me use that a lot because that's just really what I'm looking for in GTA 6 is a lot more, you know, tuned down version of GTA 5 Online, because GTA 5 Online just kind of got a little bit out of hand. But yeah, better and more improved police behaviors would definitely go a long way in terms of realism. So I would definitely like to see that. Now, speaking of realistic, the next thing I wrote down was more realistic businesses / ways to earn money. So, you know, things like Kale Perico and the Dr. Dre contract, stuff like that, they do pay a lot of money, and they should. They take a while to complete. And also the market on GTA Online, currently the vehicles cost a lot and stuff like that. So I do want to include that into this. So I do want like more realistic businesses, meaning kind of like the salvage yard, you know, the bounty target, the bounty hunter business that they added recently. Ones like that, you know, the garment factory, the vehicle exports, the exotic vehicle exports, the warehouses, stuff like that, the nightclub. You know, I don't really want to see Kale Perico style things. I mean, I get, you know, they can integrate it, of course, like a more intricate heist, a more high-end heist where the payout's a lot more. But I would personally like to see businesses that are like actually real in that criminal underworld, whatever you want to call it. And that's usually, you know, like dealing with stolen cars, counterfeit money, some type of narcotics, you know, stuff like that, loan sharking, extortion. I want to see stuff more like that, you know, real life crimes that you would see in the real world. It's not really common for people to get on a boat, go to a tropical island somewhere and steal from like a cartel. Like, again, they can, of course, include things like that because I do think those types of heists do have their place, and those types of, you know, money methods do have their place in a GTA Online game. But I would just like to see them lean in more on the realistic, you know, ways to make money in the criminal realm, basically. And along with that, I would like to see more realistic prices on cars. So I don't think we should be able to make, you know, $1 million in an hour on the game. I think for an hour's of work, you know, the newer businesses they've been adding to GTA 5, pretty much for an hour's worth of work, you get like 250, 300,000. And I think that that's fair. But at the same time, the vehicles, like for a Beetle car or something, we shouldn't be paying $1 million for a Beetle car or for a regular like Honda Civic. They released that Honda Accord in GTA 5 not too long ago, and it's like $1.5 million. Like, there's no reason I should be paying $1.5 million for what's supposed to be a Honda Accord. So on the same token, while I would like to see the payouts be lowered a little bit and be a little bit more resembling of the newer businesses they added recently in GTA 5, where again the payouts are like $300K an hour, but the vehicle should also, the regular car should only cost like 20, 30K for like a Honda Civic, Honda Accord. So again, on the realism side, I would just like to see it on both ends in terms of how much money we make, but also, you know, how much things cost, including the housing, you know, the apartments and stuff like that. So I'll branch off on that since we just spoke about housing and stuff like that. That is another thing I wrote down is mansions / variety types of housing. So like waterfront houses, a trailer park house, a townhouse, an apartment, a condo, a penthouse suite, you know, all these things. I think they should definitely add mansions and all different types of properties, which again has been leaked, but we do not know for sure. So I am going to include it. Also, everything that is leaked, we don't know if it's for single player only or for actual GTA Online. But anyway, the next thing I did write down, something simple for the car people, better exhaust sounds and smoother animations in terms of the car itself while you're driving. They could make it look a little more realistic. It looks a little arcadey in GTA 5. They could make it a little bit more like Forza style driving. That would be kind of cool. This mod that's actually currently on the screen, if they could just make it like this, honestly, it would be pretty perfect. But yeah, so better exhaust sounds, also better customization on all the cars, and the interiors as well. So that's to satisfy, you know, the car people. Now next, for the people who like to meme farm, I did write down, you know, roleplay on console and also separate mode for meme/mods. So there is actually a leak that they are going to have a mode where modders are going to be allowed to kind of add their mods in the game, and you could go in and play on those servers. So kind of like a roleplay on console. So currently standing RP, of course, is only for PC players, but they do want to make it so that console players can also enjoy, you know, roleplay and playing on those custom servers and stuff. So that's definitely good that that leak is already out there. We just have to keep our fingers crossed and hope and pray that it actually makes it into the game, because I do know a big portion of the community is dedicated to the roleplay and the meme farming and stuff. So that would be pretty big if you guys can kind of do that on console as well and enjoy that aspect of GTA Online. Now, I did just mention smoother animations for the actual driving itself, but I did also want to mention smoother animations for the character models, but it might not be too necessary to mention that because we did see in Red Dead Redemption much better you know, animations on the characters, just in terms of like walking, climbing, jumping over stuff, getting in and out of vehicles. GTA 5's engine is very outdated, so I definitely would like them see, I just completely botched that. I would like to see them go with the Red Dead Redemption 2 engine. I think that would look really good. Like I said, man, the mod that I have on screen, shout out to, you know, the boys who do these mods, man. This looks really good. If they could just make GTA 6 look like this, I would be absolutely ecstatic. But anyway, another thing I did write down that I found pretty interesting was sports events and concerts, stuff like that going on in the city. You know, obviously they can't use the Miami Heat, even though it is technically, we're like in Miami City. But whatever basketball team or, you know, football team, soccer team, anything like that, they got that stadium that was in the trailer. It would be cool if there was like random events there, boxing, you know, UFC, basketball, and you know, the server, whoever's in the lobby could kind of just go and you know, sit down and watch some stuff like that. That would be cool for the people who like to do like side activities around the city and stuff. I think having like live active, the same way, you know how they had like the business battles in GTA 5 that randomly pop up, they should keep those, but they could even add like random events in the city that pop up, and you know, everyone has a chance to go down and experience it. And one of the last points that I did want to mention here, I wrote down actual niches, and what I mean by that is kind of picking a role when you get into GTA Online. I don't think it should be permanent. You should probably be able to change it, but I do think they should focus people more in like a single direction in terms of how they're making their money. So like if you're going to be a nightclub owner, you know, and be like the club dude, you should be able to own multiple clubs and basically have, you know, 4, 5, 6 nightclubs or whatever. They could put a limit on it. But that's like the business that you specialize in. And then if you go the warehouse stuff, you know, you could be like the illegal importer and exporter, getting all the stolen goods in and out the city. That could be like your niche. You could run guns and be a gun runner, like that you see now with GTA Online with the bunker and stuff like that. Or like the car guys, you know, if you're going to be exporting and exporting illegal car parts and vehicles themselves, that would be kind of cool. So just kind of like making people choose a direction, which again, that has been leaked that might be the case, and at least in single player. Again, a lot of these leaks are for single player. We have to see if they do carry over, but I think that would be really cool if they kind of made you pick a niche, then you have to kind of stay within that realm of you know, like expertise and stuff like that. That would be pretty cool. But that is about everything that I do have written down here. Again, this is kind of just like a freestyle ramble. I think we said like 12 or 13 things. So it wasn't 10 exactly, but you know, I hope you guys did enjoy the video, of course, and feel free to comment down below what you would like to see in GTA 6 Online. This is obviously not everything I would wish for. It's just a handful of things. But yeah, man, if you guys have anything that you absolutely must have in GTA 6, leave a comment down below. Let me know what that is for you, like what you find important and what you would really like to see, you know, carry over from GTA 5 even. You know, if there's features you like in GTA 5 you want to see carried over, let me know about that in the comment section down below as well. And again, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you made it all the way to the end, hit that like and subscribe button. It takes 1 second of your time. And if you are interested in GTA 6 content, I do, of course, make GTA 6 and 5 content, I guess, at this point. But yeah, we are going to keep it rolling from now through GTA 6. So definitely join the Slime Squad, become part of the team, join the winning side. And until the next video, peace out, boys.